Buffalo Bills fans. The excitement around the team is reaching a new peak as the organization takes control of the head coaching search. With 10 teams in the league having coaching vacancies this year, the Bills find themselves in a prime position after the departure of Sean McDermott. 4 of the openings have already been filled, leaving 6 teams still looking for leadership. But when you compare the destinations available, Buffalo stands out as the clear frontrunner. The combination of an elite quarterback, a devoted fan base, and a culture of consistent winning puts the Bills in a position to attract top coaching talent. And the organization is focused on finding the right person to help push this roster over the edge and into championship contention. One of the first names that has drawn attention is Clint Kubiak, a 38-year-old former NFL quarterback and son of head coach Gary Kubiak, having spent this past season as the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. He has guided an offense that averaged 28.4 points per game. Kubiak is known for his creativity, particularly his ability to balance the run and pass game. Drawing influence from the Shanahan coaching tree, his offensive philosophy is distinct from what Joe Brady employed in Buffalo, emphasizing a versatile approach that could fit seamlessly with the current roster. Beyond scheme, Kubiak has demonstrated the ability to develop quarterbacks, elevating players even in systems with differing personnel, which makes him an intriguing candidate for a team that already has a quarterback of Josh Allen's caliber. However, Kubiak is not without concerns. He has never served as a head coach, which leaves questions about his ability to handle organizational pressure and lead a team through the intensity of a full NFL season. While his youth and innovation bring fresh energy, he would require a strong supporting staff, especially on the defensive side, to complement his strengths and fill the experience gap. Still, the potential benefits from a balanced offensive strategy to quarterback development expertise make him a fascinating prospect, particularly for a team looking to maintain stability while introducing new ideas. Another name that has surfaced is Webb. Currently the quarterback coach and passing game coordinator for the Denver Broncos, Webb is just 30 years old, and while he is relatively inexperienced, he has already developed a reputation as a rising offensive mind, with a particular talent for quarterback development. His prior relationship with Josh Allen adds an element of familiarity, potentially easing communication and cohesion with the roster, despite his limited NFL experience, and the fact that he has yet to demonstrate elite-level play calling in a head coaching role. Webb's youth, intelligence, and offensive insight position him as a developmental option who could eventually step into a larger leadership role. Brian Daboll is also frequently mentioned among Bills fans, especially for his previous success as Buffalo's offensive coordinator. Daboll helped transform Josh Allen into an MVP-level quarterback and established himself as a proven play caller in the NFL. Despite some controversies during his head coaching stint with the New York Giants, his deep familiarity with Buffalo's system and the city itself is a notable advantage. The main questions revolve around his ability to manage in-game adjustments under pressure and to lead a team without friction, given prior organizational challenges. Daboll's past achievements with quarterback development and offensive innovation make him a candidate worthy of consideration, but his history underscores the importance of pairing him with a strong defensive-minded coordinator to ensure team balance. Current offensive coordinator Joe Brady is also under the microscope. His work with Buffalo has led to a top 10 offense, and his rapport with Josh Allen is undeniable. Yet, criticisms of Brady's creativity and concerns about regression in the receiving corps mean that, while familiar, he may not offer the transformative spark the organization seeks in a head coach. Brady's inexperience as a head coach and mixed reviews on offensive ingenuity make him less of a priority in a search that demands a balance of innovation, leadership, and proven ability to handle the pressures of running an entire NFL team. Mike LaFleur, another candidate with deep experience in the NFL, particularly in offensive strategy, presents a more seasoned option. Having spent years under Sean McVay, LaFleur has been praised for his innovative approaches to balance and creativity in both the passing and running games. His time with the Rams offense highlights his ability to work with diverse personnel, from wide receivers to tight ends, and develop schemes that maximize offensive efficiency. While he has not been the primary play caller in Los Angeles and lacks head coaching experience, his vision and innovative mindset could bring a fresh dimension to Buffalo's offense, potentially unlocking even more of Josh Allen's abilities while establishing a forward-thinking culture within the organization. Turning to defensive-minded candidates, Chris Shula, currently the Rams' defensive coordinator, is recognized for his ability to generate pressure and construct effective game plans. Against elite offenses, Buffalo has long struggled in key defensive situations, and a mind like Shula's could be instrumental in reshaping the team's defensive identity despite being relatively young and with limited head coaching experience. His strategic acumen and understanding of defensive pressures position him as a rising talent in the NFL coaching landscape. Pairing him with an experienced defensive staff could create a compelling, balanced leadership model for the Bills. Jesse Mentor, the Chargers' defensive coordinator, also merits attention. He successfully transitioned from college to the NFL, leading the Chargers to one of the league's top defenses in yards and points allowed. Mentor demonstrates strong abilities in designing pressure schemes and coverage mixes, essential for a team seeking to challenge the league's elite offenses. While he lacks head coaching experience, his tactical expertise and adaptability could make him a valuable addition to a leadership team that blends offensive and defensive innovation. On the defensive side, Brian Flores stands out for his disciplined approach and recent success with the Vikings. Despite past controversies and a mixed tenure with the Dolphins, Flores has proven he can enhance defensive performance, particularly in creating pressure and organizing units effectively. His track record demonstrates the potential to stabilize and elevate Buffalo's defense, though careful consideration of staff alignment and support would be required to maximize his impact as a head coach. Finally, veteran leaders such as Mike Tomlin represent a high-profile, high-impact option. Tomlin has never experienced a losing season in his 19-year career and commands respect for his leadership, culture building, and playoff experience. Bringing in someone like Tomlin would likely require significant negotiation or a trade, and while he brings credibility and experience, his age, current commitments, and financial considerations introduce complexity to the decision. His reputation as a leader who develops talent and fosters winning culture cannot be understated, and he exemplifies the type of candidate who could complement Buffalo's roster of elite players while maintaining organizational stability and championship aspiration. Marcus Freeman, the Notre Dame head coach, has also surfaced as a potential wild card. While his college coaching success and balanced approach to offense and defense have drawn NFL attention, his complete lack of professional experience makes him a riskier proposition. A transition to the NFL head coaching ranks would require significant staff support and careful management, especially given Buffalo's current roster construction and competitive expectations. Freeman's leadership skills are evident, but questions about his readiness for the professional level remain central to evaluating his candidacy. Returning to the recurring candidate of Clint Kubiak, his combination of youth, innovative offensive vision, and lack of ego presents an attractive option for Buffalo. His ability to elevate quarterbacks of varying talent levels, implement balanced offensive schemes, and empower staff aligns with the team's current aspiration. Kubiak could introduce a fresh culture and reset in the post-McDermott era, establishing a framework that leverages Josh Allen at his peak while building a foundation for sustained success over the next decade. The potential to draft a high-quality wide receiver or adjust personnel strategically further strengthens the case for Kubiak, highlighting how a dynamic, forward-thinking coach can merge immediate competitiveness with long-term growth. As the Buffalo Bills navigate this pivotal moment in their coaching search, it becomes clear that the next hire will set the tone for the team's trajectory over the next several seasons. The organization isn't just looking for someone with a flashy playbook or a history of success. They need a coach who can integrate with the culture that has made Buffalo a winning franchise, while also introducing fresh ideas to push the team to a Super Bowl level. The balance between innovation and stability is delicate, and each candidate brings a different mix of experience, creativity, and potential risk. This makes the decision both exciting and challenging for a team with championship aspiration. Clint Kubiak continues to emerge as a particularly compelling option. His work with the Seattle Seahawks showcased an ability to design balanced, dynamic offenses that leverage both the running game and aerial attack effectively. What makes him particularly appealing is his track record of taking quarterbacks with potential and helping them reach new heights. The example of Sam Darnold, who advanced considerably under Kubiak's guidance despite not having the talent of elite NFL quarterbacks, highlights how Kubiak could maximize Josh Allen's abilities. For a team that already has one of the league's premier quarterbacks, having a coach who can unlock incremental improvements is invaluable. Beyond his offensive expertise, Kubiak's leadership style and lack of ego allow him to empower his staff and create a collaborative environment. This is crucial for a team transitioning from a defensive-minded head coach to someone who can elevate the offensive side of the ball without disrupting the organizational culture. Mike LaFleur presents another exciting offensive option, having spent years under Sean McVay. He has absorbed lessons from one of the most innovative minds in football. His approach to using multiple positions creatively, particularly tight ends and wide receivers, could open up new opportunities for Buffalo's passing game. LaFleur's emphasis on balance and innovation aligns with the team's need to maintain a top-tier offense while integrating new ideas that keep opponents off balance. While he hasn't been the primary play caller in Los Angeles, his extensive experience coordinating high-level units in the NFL and his innovative mindset suggest he could step into a head coaching role with the right support. Pairing LaFleur with a strong defensive-minded coordinator would ensure the Bills maintain equilibrium across all phases of the game, allowing their talent on both sides of the ball to flourish. On the defensive side, candidates like Chris Shula and Jesse Mentor offer the opportunity to bring in cutting-edge strategy and pressure schemes that could transform Buffalo's defensive identity. Shula's expertise in generating consistent pressure against elite quarterbacks is precisely what the Bills have lacked in critical games over recent years. His approach emphasizes aggressive schemes that force mistakes and disrupt defensive rhythm, potentially giving Buffalo an edge in high-stakes matchups. Mentor, similarly, has proven his ability to develop top-performing units despite transitions from college to professional play. Both coaches highlight a broader trend in the league: teams that pair innovative offensive minds with aggressive, adaptable defensive coordinators often find success at the highest level. For the Bills, the right defensive hire could mean converting close losses into victories and building a unit capable of contending with the league's elite teams. Webb, while less experienced than Kubiak or LaFleur, provides an interesting developmental angle. His previous work with Josh Allen creates a familiarity that could smooth transitions and reduce learning curves for the offense. Webb's youth and technical expertise suggest he could serve as a long-term investment for the organization, either as a future head coach or in a prominent coordinator role. His understanding of quarterback mechanics and passing schemes could help refine Allen's decision-making and further elevate his performance in high-pressure situations. While Webb's lack of head coaching experience makes him a riskier choice for immediate leadership, integrating him into the coaching staff in a prominent role could pay dividends over the coming seasons. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. James Cook set off a quiet storm around the league after comments attributed to him began circulating among team insiders and locker room observers. What initially sounded like a routine reflection quickly turned into fuel for speculation about his relationship with the Buffalo Bills and how he truly views his place within the organization. According to people familiar with the situation, Cook's words were delivered calmly, without frustration in his tone, yet the message carried a weight that caught many by surprise. Rather than offering the expected praise or diplomatic optimism, Cook reportedly spoke about understanding his value and wanting to be seen for what he brings. Every time he steps on the field, those phrases alone were enough to spark debate. Some interpreted them as a subtle push for a larger role, others as a signal of long-term expectations that may not yet be fully aligned with the team's plans. Inside the locker room, teammates allegedly didn't sense rebellion, but they did sense confidence, perhaps more than fans are accustomed to hearing expressed so openly. Around the Bills, the reaction has been measured but attentive. Coaches and executives are said to view Cook as a key piece, yet they also recognize how quickly narratives can grow when a young player speaks candidly. League observers note that this kind of moment often marks a transition, when a player begins to see himself not just as part of the system, but as someone capable of shaping it. For now, nothing concrete suggests tension will boil over, but the timing of Cook's remarks has invited questions about the future. Is this simply a competitor asserting his identity, or the early hint of bigger conversations ahead? In Buffalo, where every word is analyzed, James Cook has reminded everyone that sometimes the most intriguing headlines are born not from actions on the field, but from the confidence behind a carefully chosen sentence. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.